For many decades, Africa is being the richest continent in the world, and Africa is being supplying rare mineral to the world. But the dilemma is that Africa is not enriched with its own resource, because we have been taking what we have and give to the Western countries and other colonizers' country our minerals and our resources, and we buy those things back. Today I want to talk about President Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso. If you are new here, guys, please make sure that you like and you subscribe to my channel. I hope that you will help me to grow this channel. At just 34 years old, President Ibrahim Traoré do something that was not expected. What he do, he took power from Burkina Faso, and the change of regime, there was a change of regime in Burkina Faso. So after, immediately he took the power, also he made sure that he put Burkina Faso first. So he did not be, many people were thinking that this guy was going to be a tyrant to his people, was going to do bad things to his people, but that was the biggest surprise of all. He did not such a thing. After he took the power, he made sure that there is a transformation, and when there is a transformation, people are benefiting from their resource. And Burkina Faso is one of the biggest gold producer in Africa. It has a population of 22 million in Burkina Faso, and one of the main resource is agriculture and mining, specific gold. So I want us to check a few things that Ibrahim Traoré did in his period, but he is still the president. Before he took power, a GDP of Burkina Faso was around 19 to 20 billion dollars. Forgive me, I am in the place where there is a very, very big noise, so I'm recording regardless of the noise. So the economy mainly depends on gold, agriculture, but that gold was not the backbone of the country prior him, right? So that means Burkina Faso was being exploited. So what happened is that when he took power, around that time he took power, I want us to see to see something. One of the things that he focused is security, promise economy independence, promote African sovereignty. That is one of the main goals that he focused on, right? So a full independence, no outside interference. And many people have said that many countries have been trying to assassinate him because he is taking their dish away. Okay? So now the recent estimated of GDP of Burkina Faso is about 22 billion to 3 billion, which is the estimated. That means there is a growth. Even 2 billion is a lot. Let's say 3 billion. It is a lot. It's a big number. And Burkina Faso is busy constructing itself. I believe that Burkina Faso is going to be like what is the country of Paul Kagame, is going to be like Rwanda very soon. I'm telling you. So, one of the things is that Burkina Faso, together with Mali and Niger, they form a coalition. The coalition that is called SELA. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing right. It's Burkina Faso and Mali and Niger. The coalition is about cooperation in security, cooperation in politics, possible economy coordination. You see now, we are beginning to see these three countries are coordinating themselves, and these three countries, they have taken arms and said that enough is enough. What is our country supposed to be our country, and our people must benefit in what we have. Okay? So one of the things that I applaud Burkina Faso is Burkina Faso, it did not become a desolated state after Ibrahim Traoré, but it thrives. Sorry for that, but it thrives. Ne? And then some people are envious of Burkina Faso because Burkina Faso is thriving and Burkina Faso is doing very well, and the people in Burkina Faso are eating. So now some countries, what they were hoping that was going to happen in Burkina Faso, it did not take place, because after he took power, he made sure that he tightened the security of the country. By the way, there are still some form of terrorism, and then which means that he had to deal with those things. Ne? So there are still those kind of things that are still happening. Ne? But Burkina Faso is not yet stable, but is on that tipping point of becoming like Burkina Faso and Mali they've put themselves in the position where we can see what we've been saying for a very long time. What we've been saying, that Africa must try to unite, but if these countries are trying to unite, making that coalition and then make a business hub in that coalition, and then every revenue that is going to circulate among them. There's not, now Burkina Faso need to build their own plant, their own, no, they do not have oil that much, but their own energy, their own everything. And then Burkina Faso is so focusing on agriculture and also in mining. But now the better things that are localized. You see, after he chased away the France, he chased them away. He said they must go, and then France, they go. And then, like many countries, Western countries are envious of Burkina Faso on what Burkina Faso is doing, because they have been eating in the dish of Burkina Faso. And then this is what Africa supposed to do. This is how South Africa supposed to rise. Africa must supposed to learn to take things for themselves. Right? They must learn to take things for themselves and to do and produce for themselves. There is no reason why we are depending or on the Western countries for technology, for everything. We are depending on the Western countries. There is no reason for that. But we must also remain vigilant and also to remain friendly, open with other countries for the access of technology that we can adopt in our system. You see, what France has done in Burkina Faso since the France was there in Burkina Faso, they have done nothing for people of Burkina Faso. They exploited them. So that is where Ibrahim Traoré is coming from. He saw that, no man, there is a lot of exploitation to my people. Right? There's a lot of exploitation to my people. So one of the things that we must learn from Ibrahim Traoré is that Africa has enough gold to enrich itself, enough oil, enough minerals to enrich itself, but often exploited by other countries, the Western countries. You see, if African countries trade more with each other, the continent could be strong and big, because we learn to trade in our local currencies. Because if we trade in our local currencies, maybe we form Africa what sort of coin, sort of payment system that will be able, from Cape to Cairo, that will transact just easy. You see. Number two, trade between the African countries, maintaining trade agreement. Africa continental free trade. There is a SADC free trade, and then other parts of the world trade. You see. But we need to do more. 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 Okay, guys, I think that this is the end of my video. Please, if guys are new here, please make sure that you like and you subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate you very much. Thank you very much for staying for this time. Thank you.